I have come to you with coverage from TGS 2024, particularly the Xbox show. You guys know every year I cover this event religiously. I have been a fan of, any kind of Japanese role-playing game, JRPGs. I enjoy their games. It's no secret at this point. I enjoy their games. From Final Fantasy to Dragon Quest to Persona. There are so many of their games I enjoy. So I make it my life's goal to make sure that at least I get here and tell you guys how I feel about all these events, especially Tokyo Game Show. I've been doing this content on Tokyo Game Show for a while now. And this year's no different, man. We reacted to TGS 2024, particularly the Xbox broadcast, the Xbox showcase. And I want to get into it, man. I want to break into this. So let's jump over here to the IGN website. You guys know how I feel about IGN, but unfortunately, it feels like they're one of the only people to actually cover this event relatively decent. So shout out to IGN for doing that. So let's get into this. First thing they did was they started off with the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. It opened up the Xbox broadcast. This is a big game. Me particular, I'm not too fond of this game. Not a fan of Metal Gear Solid in general, but I know that when it comes to Metal Gear Solid, this is it. People love this franchise. So I can understand, especially being in Japan, this is a big title. I can understand opening up with this. Then they went to a My Hero Academia collab with Overwatch 2. This makes sense. They own Blizzard. Blizzard owns Overwatch. My Hero is a big thing in Japan. People really enjoy this franchise. I'm noticing the trend with games these days, especially games as a service. Shout out to Fortnite because I feel like it showed them there's another way of doing things where they're collabing with these big IPs in order to really captivate both brands forward. I would like a little bit more than just cosplay skins over the existing stuff. Like if you look at Fortnite, they have the All Might Smash. They have a lot going into Fortnite than just making the game look like that. But I understand this. This is a big move. We got to admit, anime's big in Japan, and this makes sense to go over there. Age of Mythology Retold, the Immortal Pillars announced. This is an expansion for Age of Mythology Retold. It's called Pillars Returns. It will take place through the myths of China with an all-new platoon of gods, powers, and more. It would make sense that a lot of the mythology that they would use would be Chinese or Japanese with this particular game. So it would make sense to show this here. The biggest thing I have to really give my hats off to Microsoft is, even though there were some things in this showcase that I kind of scratched my head about, it was generally based and directed towards a Japanese audience. And, people in the West, we care about these games too. Then they had StarCraft Remastered and StarCraft 2 coming to Game Pass. Put in the comment section below if Japan cares about this. Have you guys ever heard of Japan caring about this? I think they do, but I don't know. I do know that these are big games in general, regardless if it's Japan or not. So that's cool. But part of me doesn't know if a Japan audience would care about this game. I don't know though. I'm ignorant to the point. So that's why I'm asking my audience to, educate me if that is the point. It is a remaster. You're getting StarCraft 1 and 2. The multiplayer components are free to play. StarCraft Remaster and StarCraft 2 campaign collections will be available to anyone with PC Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate subscription on the November 5th. The biggest thing I don't like here is there's no console port. Now, I don't know. Didn't play these old games. I don't know if it's possible to port these on to a console. I would say it is, especially if they got Age of Empire on it. My biggest thing when it comes to these is look, I understand that some of these games are harder to make on console than others. And for time's sake, you usually skip the console and bring it out later. But it's but you don't just make, PC stuff. You make consoles as well. So to me, if it can fit, there's no later Microsoft Xbox. You need to make sure that they're there day and date. Indiana Jones and the The Great Circle gets a new trailer. The big thing I want to like point out about this is not only did they show Indiana Jones, they actually said that we're getting, you know, a localization version of like the biggest games coming out on Xbox. They all have Japanese voiceovers. That's good because it shows to an Xbox market that they care about that market, and it shows to the Japanese that like, look, not only are we coming to your showcase, we're also spending an absurd more money on making sure that, you know, you hear this in your native tongue and you guys enjoy this. Because I would say that this definitely cost Microsoft a pretty penny to do this with all these games. You know, dubbing is not cheap, and I'm really proud of them for taking the initiative and making sure they spend that extra mile to make a Japanese, you know, consumer feel a little bit more enticing to go out and buy this. The super cute Time Up Home coming to Xbox. This game didn't really mean much to me, but like I said, this was directed highly at a Japanese market, and just because this particular game doesn't resonate with me doesn't mean it wouldn't resonate with most people. Threads of Time is another take on 2D HD RPG formula. This game here looked like the game of the show to me. I really enjoyed what I saw this. This Threads of Time is definitely something there on day one. Takes another HD concept coined by Square Enix. Threads of Time is an upcoming role-playing game from the publisher Humble Games and developed by Rio Games Beyond. Just a gorgeous 2.5D pixel art. The game looks to feature anime cutscenes, and the trailer showed off plenty of these, including a dramatic boss against mythical beasts. I really enjoyed what I saw on this. Like, chat, let me be more serious. Do not look down on this game. Go look up a trailer right now if you like turn-based games. This game looks good, man. It looks good. I really think you guys should go look it out. So then we moving on to We Love Katamichi. It's like the rolling game. I think this game is going to do very well in Game Pass over there. Do I think it's going to sell Xboxes in Japan? Probably not, but I don't think this is only coming to Xbox. It's probably going to be on other platforms as well. They just chose to show it at this current event. Hero Shooter Frag Punk. This game looks fun. It was funny is when I was reacting to it, I was joking, saying that this game has more energy and more going for it than Concord did. I really enjoyed what I saw in this game, and I think this game is going to do well for the most part. It does look like it's made by a younger developers, so I'm just kind of curious exactly what they bring to it, because usually younger talent means, you know, not necessarily original ideas, but new fresh ideas that you wouldn't have necessarily got from, you know, some of the developers that's making like Fortnite and stuff. Metaphor got a new trailer. Been streaming the demo to this on the Addict Arena channel, and I gotta tell you, this game is surprising me. I'm not even done with it, and shout out to Atlas and Sega for giving such a fantastic demo. I'm 3 hours into the demo, and it's still not over yet. This Asha Yamada gets a deep dive. Deep dive is an understatement. I felt like they spent a good portion of the Tokyo Game Show talking about this and one other game. Not my cup of tea, but like I said, this showcase isn't really meant to, you know, impress people like me. This game kind of looked like a Genshin Impact type of game. Once again, not my cup of tea, but I am glad that they're starting to put more energy into these type of titles. You know, Xbox is clearly taking Japan influence more seriously, and I think they're starting to work with more developers over there in that part of the world. Bleach Rebirth of Souls gets a new trailer. So currently this has been announced. Highly anticipated fighting game Bleach Rebirth of Souls received a new trailer at the Xbox Tokyo Game Show. The trailer focuses on that comeback from the anime between Ichigo and Ukuyora, showing their wicked transformations and powerful moves. Once again, another anime style type of thing. It's actually an anime. I'm really excited that they're focusing more on anime as well, because to me, you know, you got the My Hero thing, now you got the Bleach thing. This is important, guys. I know some of you don't think that, but the fact that they're being more close to, you know, anime style types and stuff in general, I'm really feeling that. This is like a mech game. I didn't really get a whole lot. Xbox revealed the release date for the Echoes of Ada at the Xbox Game Show prediction. I mean, broadcast along editions. Pre-order fans can pick it up on January the 25th. It looked good. Looked like a Titanfall type of game. I think we would like a little bit more info and a little bit more gameplay on it, but it looked good. Furry Friends coming to the Fallout 76. I thought this was a little out of touch, a little bit. I don't know if a Japanese audience cares about Fallout 76 like that. I get it that Microsoft has their own thing to push, but it's like I don't think they care. So if they don't care, don't bring it here. Don't force that on people. Sekiro 1 and 2 Remaster gets a gameplay comparison. This looked pretty good. I think I'm here day one. I don't know yet. But this game makes perfect sense to be here. It's like I said, it's not necessarily about some of the qualities, having bigger games. It's about, making your brand a little bit more comfortable with having other stuff up there that wouldn't normally be up there. Xbox has been doing better on that the past couple years, but this is a really good game to have at their conference. All you need to help is available today. We kind of, clown on this game because of the cringe. This game got like a ridiculous amount of time on there, but like I said, once again, Tokyo Game Show is not designed for players like me. It's just there's certain games that they have that I would like. This is another game, the Centerhead. This game got a huge deep dive, but I felt like it was janky a little bit, like the animations wasn't there. It seems like a cool concept. We just got to see how they implement it. Starbites didn't really interest me too much. It seems cool. It seems like something I would try, but I don't know if it's something I would play a whole lot. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. I'm down. I'm down for this. This did get kind of a deep dive too, considering how much we've seen on this game. Probably could have saved that for something else, but I get it. Like I said, this is for a Japanese audience, and this is a big, big game. Dragon Quest, you can argue, is bigger than Final Fantasy right now. Madden games coming to Xbox. These are phenomenal, especially some of them coming to Game Pass. We needed this, to be honest with you. The Madden games have never really been on Xbox. We're just recently started seeing them, so I appreciate that Microsoft's, even knowing that these games missed the platform, they're making it up to it by putting them in Game Pass. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster series. This is big. I know people wanted Final Fantasy 16, and I'm not going to say that 16 isn't important, because 16 is important, even though myself, I'm not really the big fan of 16. I'm not stupid not to say that 16 definitely has people that want that game. Me particularly, I would try 16 if it was brought to Game Pass, but I probably wouldn't buy 16 because I didn't enjoy it too much on the PlayStation. And that's a big if I would even do it then. I don't know. But that's pretty much the Tokyo Game Show. Solid experience. I do think that maybe I would give this like a 7 out of 10. I think a Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered would make me pursue this as an 8 out of 10. I'm still going to buy it, but I feel like, this is supposed to be what Xbox is presenting, not to only the Eastern audience, but the Western audience as well. Having that Game Pass on that Pixel Remaster, I think would have really hit different. Doesn't need to be there. I'm grateful for Square Enix and Microsoft working together to bring this game to my platform. I'm definitely going to play it, but I am interested to see where they go from here. We still got Final Fantasy 16 that's not on the platform. We got Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Rebirth not on the platform. I do think those games are coming. It's just a matter of when. Even games like Forspoken. Microsoft is doing better. They're clearly doing better. This is a step in the right direction. I do think there is some more improvements that they need to be made. Let's not have a moment where they start to descend. We got those Capcom games that haven't been in Game Pass or Xbox in general. At least bring them to Xbox. At least getting them to Xbox, Microsoft. But anyway, it was a good solid show. Like a good 7 out of 10. There's a lot of games here that would appeal to me, especially, that Threads of Time. I think that's going to be a phenomenal game. I think Microsoft, they showed up and did their thing. Is it what they needed as far as Japanese support? You could argue no, but I would say it is a good front foot facing forward, and I think this is a solid show for a Japanese audience. Did they give everything I wanted here? No. I still think I would like to see a remake, or maybe the Legends games. There is a couple of games that I feel like they need to work on towards more, but this does show me that they are working, especially getting something like Metaphor as a marketing deal, and I really hope Microsoft pushes that crazy. But anyway, that's pretty much what it is for this. I enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. It's always appreciated. You can always sub to the channel. We make weekly content over here. Definitely go and follow me at Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. You can also follow me at the on my other YouTube channel, Addict Arena. That's where we pretty much stream games every day. We talk about what's going on in gaming that day. But I appreciate everyone for coming through. Today we're going to be playing Pokemon Stadium over there. So definitely go down there and click that if you guys want that. But until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. It was good, man. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy my time watching that Tokyo Game Show. I'm not lying to you guys.